Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nathan Experience Podcast, or this Nathan Experience Podcast, whatever I'm calling it. And as you could tell, um, Black Widow's finally coming out after about, year and a half of waiting. It is finally coming out, so I decided, hey, let's go ahead and rank the MCU films. There are currently 22 released, and as of this, 23, as it's coming out Saturday, Black Widow comes out tomorrow. As today is Thursday. So I decided, hey, let's go ahead and rank these movies. In my opinion, what are from my least favorite MCU movies to my favorite. Now, I do like all these movies individually on their own. They're all a lot of fun. Interconnect 10 plus years. What, 20? About 13-ish years of movies. 13, 14-ish. I love them all individually, as I said. I love all the characters, the actors that brought these characters to life. Showed me Thor could swing a hammer and take a slug match with Hulk. I could see Man of Pure Virtues could stand like Captain America. But yeah. But before you put down in the hate comments why you hate this movie so much, or why you hate me so much, please consider like, commenting, subscribing. It really helps the algorithm. It really helps me out and figure out what you guys like. So, a couple rules. Shows are out of it. So the recent Disney Plus shows like Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, and WandaVision are not on this list. As Loki has still not finished. It has one episode left as we're recording this, and there's not enough. Maybe I'll make a separate video on just the shows, what I think of just the MCU shows. I don't know. If you guys want that, put it down in the comments. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Netflix stuff doesn't count as they're currently in limbo as are they canon or not, so they are not here. It's just the movies. But without further ado, let's get into it. Is Captain Marvel. Now, what people are probably going to say is,
oh, you're that person. You're the man-child on the internet that hated this movie.
That's not the case. I saw this. Well, I've seen this movie twice. So maybe if I saw it more, maybe I'd like it more. I don't know. As I saw it when it came out. And then I saw it last week, actually. It was on TV. And as I'm watching it, I realized, man, this movie's really boring. It has this first phase vibes. Clearly, they want to make the movie for a while. Since I know it had been pushed originally to come out before Homecoming. It didn't. It's just something about it I can't get into. I didn't really think she needed an origin movie. I thought we were kind of past that with the origin movies, though I know some characters are going to be origin movies in this next phase, but I'm more excited for those. Captain Marvel, just as a character, to me, she was always the background character, and I know she could be more. I've seen her be more in certain stories, but I just don't like this movie that much. Brie Larson's trying. I've seen her do better in other movies. I don't know. So it's lowest on my list. I like Nick Fury in it okay. Goose is adorable as ever. I like the Skrulls for the most part. It's just something about it. I don't know. It just doesn't fit in with everything. And it really doesn't feel like it should have came out between Infinity War and Endgame. You could have just had her show up and explain, being like, I was on Face, Nick called me, and we could have gone into movie after that. I don't know. And like the ending, I don't like. We're building up, her using her power and how she beat Yonrog blasting into a mountain. It's very anticlimactic. Now, if it was a funnier movie, it'd be a lot more fun. Is the Incredible Hulk. Like Captain Marvel, I've only seen this once. This is the one MCU movie I've only seen once. And what I remember of it isn't much. I remember the opening credits being interesting, as it was one of the only MCU movies where it told the whole origin in the opening credits, like in the directed by all that junk. Which I thought was interesting. I don't remember Betty at all. I don't only person that really sticks with me is General Thaddeus Ross, as he comes back in later movies. He's a great guy. The actor, William Hurt, I think it's his name. He does pretty good. I actually like him in it. I think I saw him in something else. And there's a lot of background stuff in this that probably would have made it better if there wasn't that interference. And it's just one of those movies. It looks like it's finally going to. Certain MCU movies around Phase 1 and Phase 2 are now in these phases getting pseudo sequels, or like continuations, as we have the She-Hulk show and Abomination show and Shang-Chi. I just can't get anything out of this movie. Nothing stands out to me except for like Stanley cameo scene. That's really about it. So, Thor: The Dark World. A lot of the MCU sequels go from decent to great. I don't think there's a bad sequel. This one just doesn't do anything for me. It's after Avengers, so it's him dealing with coming back to Earth, finding Jane. And it's weird, like he goes to Asgard and then back to Earth. It's really strange. You could have just had, at the end of Avengers, have Thor pick up right after. That's kind of what it does, where he goes to Asgard and then comes back, but you could have just had him stay. Loki, I think maybe he should escape, or something. And then it's him dealing with that. And I think this is the first movie, besides Avengers, where we get an Infinity Stone. But at first, it was just called the Aether. We didn't really think it was going to be the Reality Stone. I can't think of anything. I like Selvig, what is this, Bill Skarsgård's character? He's okay. I like the post-credit scene in this one, or the cameo, Stanley cameo in this one, where he's explaining everything, and I really like that. It's like the one scene that stands out to me. Maybe the fire truck scene. And again, this movie, Darcy's in here, but she later gets a better character in WandaVision. There's a lot of things they gave like the sub character, and he does nothing. Jane does nothing. Nothing really in this movie works for me. Loki's great in it though. The Warriors 3, I wish I saw more of them, but that's why it's so low on the list. Oh, and also that the villain is like so forgettable. It's played by Chris Eccleston, the Ninth Doctor, and he does nothing. Malekith does nothing. Kurse does nothing. Though, again, movies a lot in this phase are built on later, like in Endgame and Loki, with certain events that happen in this movie. Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. I like Far From Home a little better than I do like Homecoming. The one reason is, so I really enjoyed Homecoming when it first came out. I really enjoyed it. I liked Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I like some of the jokes, like it's just him being Spider-Man, stopping a bike thief, him not be able to use his webbing out in like the suburbs. I like Mike Keaton Vulture, but they push it just enough with Iron Man, where the more I watch it, the more I don't like it. The fact that they have him in the trailer shows, and then we don't get like a new suit at the end where he's like, no, I need to be friendly neighbor Spider-Man. So like Tony gives him like a more low-tech suit. Maybe they get rid of those black lines on the shoulders. Those kind of really bother me. The suit to me works. I actually really like it. But if you got rid of the black stripes and maybe the belt, it made it more cohesive and streamlined. Maybe I want like the movie a little better, but I'd understand it as Tony gets it, because like as soon as the next movie they throw out what we're trying to do, where he's trying to be a more friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, as in-game kind of happens right after that, or sorry, Infinity War happens right after that. Excuse me. I mean, it's not the worst MCU movie. I actually really enjoy it rewatching it when it comes on. I think I've seen it 4 times, I think. I don't know. It's just, I don't like their reliance on trying to make Spider-Man Iron Man. I don't believe you should take that character in that route. And it's something they tried to do in the comics. I didn't really enjoy it. They shy away from it. And I really like the stories now. So, I don't know. Far From Home, I enjoy slightly better, only because we have Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio, and he's really great. But again, we go back to trying to make Spider-Man Iron Man, especially when he gets Edith and Nick Fury. Like, you don't have to have him team up with the character. It makes zero sense. It was just him and Mysterio. I like the Mysterio plot. There's like more on person. I like all that. I don't think you need Nick Fury, and then having him. You can still have him being in Endgame and Infinity War being like, I went to space, but like no, like I need to process, and that's why I'm on his vacation. And then towards part of it, like realize like I need to make a balance. We don't get this high tech suit. Like I don't like. They even play an AC/DC song. So they're like, yeah, here we're making a Iron Man. You guys like that? Like the whole arm thing. I don't know. Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 is like Incredible Hulk. I've only seen it once. Not when it came out, but I saw when I saw it. And I can't remember anything from it. I think I only remember the War Machine Iron Man scene. The second scene where they're actually working together to fight Whiplash. I remember my bird scene. I remember that. I remember a little bit of Justin Hammer, but that's about it. Like, nothing happens in that movie except to set up Captain America, because they show a shield and Coulson's there again. I do remember the Sorry Got Out the Donut. Like, that's the only thing. And the introduction to Nick Fury and Black Widow. It was really weird. That movie really feels shoehorned, kind of. Maybe I'll think it differently if I saw it again, but that's really all I got. Iron Man 3 is my next one. Now, I like it for other reasons than I like Iron Man 2, or dislike it, or whatever you think. I do like this movie slightly better than Iron Man 2, but not as much as Iron Man 1, as I ping pong on the ending, as a lot of fans I think do. Like, it's really divisive when you think about it. When it comes to fans, we'll say for Iron Man or just the MCU in general, what they think of the ending for Iron Man 3. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. It came out 2013, so like 7-8 years ago. That Aldrich Killian is the Mandarin, and it's not who we think it's gonna be. Which I think MCU's gotten better with that, where they twist it, but it's still of course stuff there, and we really enjoy it. So it's really like Vulture, especially where he's not quite what he's like in the comics, but I really like him better in that in Homecoming. But part of me wants to have the Mandarin, and I think they realized that after it came out. In fact, they fixed it with that All Hail the King short, and then with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. But I don't know. I do remember a lot more. I don't know. I don't believe the romance for Pepper and Tony in this movie. I believe it in later movie, like the first one, and in later movies, just not in this one. I don't know, just something. I do like the golden suit he kind of has as an homage to the Mark II, though it's later scrapped and they get rid of it like the next movie. And then for some reason he's back as Iron Man in Age of Ultron after he said he's quitting Iron Man. They don't explain it. I don't think they're ever gonna explain it. I really don't care. But alright, Black Panther. Now, I saw a lot of some of these movies. I dislike they get on the list because of the ending. I love the scene when he fights Killmonger. The end of that scene where he when he dies, he's out in the sun. I enjoy that. But it shows the argument that they're right when some fans say that Disney and MCU use too much CGI, as parts of the movie feel great and you don't notice the CGI. Like, it's very subtle. There's other parts. We'll see that last fight scene where it's Black Panther in a black cat suit in a black cave with like dull blue highlights. It's really noticeable. It doesn't work. And I think this kind of harkens to the end of trying to make, or like it's like the last of making the villains Dark Mirrors, at least just copies, because we had Jack and Ant-Man, Ironmonger and Iron Man, Killmonger and Black Panther. I liked Killmonger as a villain up to that point. I don't believe he should have gotten the suit. He should have just not taken it. He didn't need it. He always had his skills. We didn't have to have him be another Catman. It'd be funny if he just put on first and he's like, I don't like this. I need to play on my terms, not on his terms. Something like that. But I really like the rest of this movie. It's a lot about family and helping others, less fortunate ourselves, and how they do it. I really like that message of the film, and kind of also for some reason, like in two movies, like one after, like it was Thor Ragnarok and this really have a thing about immigration. It's really strange. why I like it. I know a lot of people like it because it's like the first black superhero movie, which it's not. Go watch Blade. That's not why I dislike it or like it. I think it's a good film, but there's certain parts of it that just bother me when I rewatch it. Like I like rewatching it. I like the opening part of it, and I like the most of the end part. And there's some stuff in the middle, but like I think parts of it drag as well. I remember certain parts of it happened later in the film than I thought happened in the beginning. I like all the characters too. Chadwick Boseman is great at Black Panther. That's all the actors I can remember. And like whoever played the freaking Hobbit, he's cool in this. But all right, Doctor Strange. Actually, really liked this movie when it came out. I just like Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock, and when he came here, it's weird having a Brit trying to do an English accent. I think he does things that are interesting. I like the whole finding alternatives to the problems, and a big fan of magic. But I do like this movie. I like that both sides aren't as bad or as good. I like that the Ancient One, did a couple shady things, but for the right reasons, which isn't the right thing. But Matt Nicholson, Bella, kind of cookie cutter, but I really didn't care because I was still enjoying it, I guess. I don't know. We got Dormammu, I come to bargain. My favorite scene in the whole movie. And I hope Dormammu comes back in the second one, and it's not just, they go straight to, I don't know, what's not a Doctor Strange villain. That's the thing, I don't remember any Doctor Strange villains, because I'm not a big Doctor Strange fan. So, Thor. Now, Thor, I actually really enjoy. I think it's an underrated movie. It's a fish out of water. I really enjoy it. It really reminds me of the Mighty Thor book, which I think was supposed to be a tie-in when that movie came out, as some of those books were. I really enjoy it. I like him fighting the Destroyer. That's really fun. We kind of see him after that. I kind of wish we saw him. Maybe we'll see him in Thor 4. Maybe he'll return in Thor 4. But again, like a lot of movies around this time, they later get these weird wraparound conclusions in way later films. Especially Loki has a couple of those spoilers, has that happen, which is interesting. I like Chris Hemsworth. It's weird he has dyed eyebrows. The only person I out was Scott Nice Wonder. Nerdtig, please go watch this video on Thor. It's a really fun video. I agree with a lot of his points. But yeah, I really enjoy it. I like seeing the Warriors 3 in it. Lady Sif's neat. It's really about, we get Hawkeyes in this movie. You don't realize it. That's really about it. Avengers. Avengers. I really enjoy the film. There is kind of lows on this list as I think there's a little too many Whedonisms in it, as I think they fight too much in this movie. I know they have a bunch of big egos, which I get, but I think they come together around the halfway point, or at least into the third act. I think I get the Tony Iron Man fight, or the Tony Iron Man, yes. It's Man in the Iron Mask. We get the Tony Steve fight. I get that one. I kind of get the Hulk Thor one. But I think they argue for too much, or maybe it's just me. I do really enjoy the film, but I think the other two sequels, or the other 3 sequels, kind of do things better, I think. But it's not a bad film. It was a stepping stone into what everyone loves of the MCU. I think this really, I think Avengers really proved what could be done in the MCU. But I really enjoy it. I like Phil Coulson in it, even though he dies, and I guess later brought back. Listen, his Loki's great. I love the Chitauri scene. I remember watching it on my senior trip with a friend, and he's like, I don't remember some of this stuff. So it's fun. And it's weird, some of the stuff kind of looks dated, like some of the costumes. I hate that Captain America costume. Some stuff just looks dated. I get nostalgic when I play Lego Avengers, because they had a lot of that. But Avengers, Age of Ultron. I like this film. I remember when it came out, I was very excited for the trailer, and my friends sang the song in it a lot. I don't know. it's really weird. Like they try shoehorning it. Like they try to explain Black Widow's origin. I think they were trying to. I think it's around the time when we kept hearing there was going to be a Black Widow movie. I think. So they're like, "You want a Black Widow movie? Let's put a bunch of scenes in here." Makes no sense. Um, those scenes were weird. I like it slightly over Avengers because now they're actually like friends, like they're partying. I love that Thor Hammer scene. I like their when he come back. I like Hawkeye in this movie. He's a standout character in that movie. I remember ordering the tickets. My mom ordering the tickets for my friend, and we didn't invite him. It was really sad. But we did make it up. You went and saw Endgame with us, bud. If you see this, I guess I can mention his name. I don't think I'm going to. But overall, I like Spader as Ultron. He was pretty menacing. Some people don't like him. I don't mind him. Vision was neat. I like the introduction to Wanda and Pietro. It's kind of sad Pietro got killed off in the movie he debuts in, but wish we got more of him. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, I actually really enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I love the soundtrack. More on this one. I love that Ravager scene in it. I love... Actually, no, we're going to swap them. Okay, Guardians 1. So start over. Guardians 1. I like a lot. It gave me appreciation to older music, actually. Some songs in here I like. And it gave me appreciation for older songs. Go check them out. And like Captain Marvel, in Black Panther, I don't like the ending that much. Actually, that's not totally true. This one actually, where I said like sometimes for a comedic effect, it works because it's more about these rogue misfits becoming like a family kind of. So it really doesn't matter if the villain is like it's just them coming together. It's an '80s movie. Sometimes like the villain just beats like in a punch. James Gunn, I think, really gets comedy. It's really neat. Some of the comedy I don't like. A lot of it I do like. I love the tone. I think Avengers and Guardians really set a tone for the MCU forward. I just love seeing the space out of it. It made sense. Now you like whenever you read some Marvel comics, sometimes they go to like space and it's like,
ugh, space. I want to see Spider-Man, swinging around with Daredevil in Hell's Kitchen or something.
But this, it's like, yeah, you're excited for space. You see cool stuff and it all looks cool and zany. You're like, kind of see it. But all right, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I like Ant-Man and the Wasp a lot. It's just another. It's another kind of like another heist film. Like Ant-Man is very Mission Impossible. This one's very, I guess Ocean's 11. I guess it's a different heist film. I like Ghost. I like Lawrence Fishburne in it. Again, like there's kind of a villain, kind of not. It's nebulous. This is something I guess MC started doing around this point where like, what's the villains? Nebulous. They become good at the end. I really don't. I like it in some points, some of it not. I really wish they would do villain, which I think we're gonna get in Shang-Chi. So, and Black Widow. So, unless my theories are right on Black Widow. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It's not a bad film. It was just like this weird movie that came out between Infinity War and Endgame. It was really strange, but I do like it, and it's a good fun film to watch. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now I've got these in order. I like this film. I like them Guardians 1 and 2 equally, but I think I like Guardians 2 more as it has this neat message about fathers. Sometimes some people have a crappy upbringing, but like they have that father figure that's not like their father, but more their other dad. We kind of get the Star-Lord as his dad was more of Yondu. And I really, really enjoy it as a film. My dad really enjoys these films. I really enjoy these films. Yeah, I just really enjoy this film. When's the last time I saw it? I think it was at my grandma's house. It's kind of sad. But yeah, it's a fun film. I really enjoy it. I like the music a lot in this one. So yeah, go and check it out. Thor Ragnarok. I really enjoy this film. This one where I kept ping pong where to put it because like I like it. I like some of the comedic elements in it. Some of I just don't like the comedic elements in it because it makes no sense and it's kind of dumb. It's kind of play for laughs. The more I watch it, the more I enjoy it. I'm like, no, it's actually really funny. Um, the movie doesn't have to be dramatic. It's this full cosmic romp. And it made Thor kind of a character. Like he's always like, oh, I'm serious. Oh, I'm Thor. Oh, look at my muscles. This one, he's like, no, he's a goofball, and he's just had all this stuff burdened on him. So he's always had to be serious, where he's never got to show his funny side. But now that he's, lost in space, he kind of gets to show that. I really, really enjoy that. He has those people. But and like Carl Urban is Scourge, which he came back. Like I want to see him and Winter Soldier have interaction. Korg and Meek, they're fun, and it's like a secret Hulk movie. Like imagine Planet Hulk the movie, like that animated movie, with like Thor and Mighty like Tales of Asgard. Like as movies function together, you got Thor Ragnarok. Let's see, Avengers: Infinity War. I really enjoy this film. I think this is the MCU movie I've seen the most. No, it's not. It's later on the list. But I really enjoy this film. It sets a lot up. It does a lot of payoffs to films before, like Endgame does. But I feel like Endgame slightly more. Um, Now you're like, what is your top your top 5 films of Infinity War? This at this spot at like I don't know what number it's at. But I really enjoy this film. There's some funny jokes, like the interactions, like with Guardian, like the pairings are really fun. Like 3 teams because you have Captain America and like the Renegades and like Black Panther and his group, and then you have Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and some of the Guardians, and then you have Rocket Group, Thor. Like there's 3 groups, and they all have these fun interactions, or like these friendships that they're gonna have forever now. Like the interactions, like it's loads of fun. I like the Thor scenes. Thor again has this character evolution of being like a deeply formative character, as now all of his burdens, I guess, all of his responsibilities being torn away as Asgard has been destroyed. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. I don't know. I just really enjoy this film a lot. Seeing Peter Dinklage being a midget, being a giant is really funny to me. I love that Infinity War scene. I get like the interaction between Winter Soldier and Rocket. It's a whole lot of fun. As well as Endgame, I like Endgame slightly more, as is like Infinity War times 10, as we get callbacks to the MCU through time travel. We get to see send-offs through all the main Avengers, as now they're done, and these new characters are taking place. We get a fun interaction between Sam and Bucky. Tony and Steve really wish kind of had one last word towards the end. Like maybe Tony explained their plan, like maybe explain their plans, what's I gonna do after this. Both knowing one was gonna die, one was gonna retire. But it's still a load of fun. Now you're like, what is your top? Like, what is your top 4? Say, my 4th one is Captain America: Civil War. I really enjoy this film. It's really a culmination to Endgame and Infinity War. I just really enjoy this film a lot. I like seeing how we get to see showing that one person could be redeemed with Winter Soldier, and just the butting of the heads between Steve and Tony never felt out of place for me, as some people did. I get it. It's built up over the films, and it's your first film. You see if it's out of place. I get it. We've seen all of them. It's not out of place, as these two have these clashing ideals, and then mostly respect each other until this one culminates with Zemo, and it's the first MCU villain who's actually won, and it's later like he's won twice, and it's mind-boggling. I think it's why I like it so much more, because a lot of it's later paid off in Falcon or Soldier. If I hadn't seen Falcon or Soldier, I think this movie would have been way lower, but I really enjoy it as a movie. And it's really sad seeing these people fight, as they were once friends, but now they're fighting over, because Steve wants his best friend back, He's like, he didn't do it. He didn't know what he was doing. But Tony gets that. But he's like, no, but like he still needs the answer in some way. And they're both kind of right, as Bucky kind of does both later, which I think is really interesting. My third one is, I guess I'm back to numbering, aren't I? Iron Man. I really like Iron Man. It was, I think, the first MCU movie I saw. I think no. I think Avengers was like I saw them all out of order. I saw them all in order eventually. But Iron Man I think was the first one I saw. Like I saw stuff for, but not the first one I watched. Like I remember the menu scene where he's like you could see him like checking out the gear, showing off. It's really fun. I don't know. I just really enjoy this film. It's a 90s. It's like 80s escape movie. There's a lot of notable lines in this, like Tony Stark built his suit in a cave with boxes of scraps. I love Obadiah Stane in this movie. I can't remember the actor. Bridges. Yeah, Bridges. I know actors' names. I think that's his name, but he's a lot of fun. I kind of get why he dies at the end, but I think it's kind of dumb. But I really didn't care as you like the character. Burger King. I think Iron Man's why I like Burger King that much more than McDonald's. I don't know. Just the interactions between Happy and Tony and Stane. It's kind of sad when the betrayal happens. Pepper and Tony, I see the relationship starting here, and I don't think I later really see it until Avengers and then later other movies. But yeah, it's a fun movie. I enjoy putting it on. There's not a lot of fight scenes. It's a lot of talking, but as a kid, I still enjoyed it for some reason. Like there are some action scenes like that scene, like the first shooting up scene, the end fighting scene, and I don't know. I think just the writing carried it a lot. Favreau can write a fun movie, and he can write action. I think it's what he fits in Star Wars, because Star Wars is very similar. A lot of talks interspliced with some fighting or some cool scenes, but the writing wasn't boring. The talking wasn't boring because there was stuff happening while he was talking. So they were showing things. That's why I enjoy it so much. I think it's a great building block to if you want to write a movie or write a book or something. Is Captain America. I really enjoy the first Captain America a lot. It really shows to be yourself. You don't need something to enhance yourself. You don't need a super soldier serum. Yeah, but you don't need a super soldier serum. You don't need any of that, and I think that's why I really like yes, you get it, but you didn't need it to be Captain America. Mentally, only physically. And I think it's what I like about the message of the movie, and I think that's what kind of some fans lost. But I think what movies like or shows like Falcon Winter Soldier really got. I just really enjoy the movie. I love the interactions between Howard and Steve, Peggy and Steve, Tommy Lee's character and Steve, where he come that general back. We get like the scene from Captain America: Man at a Time, where he meets the general. I think it'd be really fun. Maybe we'll at some point. Bucky and Steve, the Falcon Commandos, as I always like old Captain America comics, so I think that's why I really enjoyed this movie that much. My number one my number one MCU movie is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. As it's kind of a direct sequel to Captain America and showing oneself, you get to see. You gotta stay true to yourself. When the world changes, as Steve thought he had to change, but realized no. I don't need to change my ideals. I just need to stay true to them. When the world changes, when people say I need to change, with just the shield and revealing that shield is Hydra. I really liked it. I love some of the scenes in here. And like Captain America, it doesn't lose that Star Wars-y feel. Or not like Iron Man doesn't lose the Star Wars-y feel. It has some action, but also has some talking. And a lot of talking, and I really enjoy it. I love the elevator scene. There's just a lot of great scenes. It's heart-wrenching. Like, I knew that that Winter Soldier was Bucky, but a lot of people I watched with didn't. So it kind of wish I was them, but it's still heart-wrenching when you find out who the Winter Soldier is and everything you had to go through. But yeah, that's kind of my ranking. Got a little sappy with some of those, but these are just the MC ones. Maybe I'll make a separate video when it comes about like my favorite other Marvel movies, like the other Hulk and the Raimi films and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Man, what if you need to make? What if Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man in the MCU, or like the 2000 movies were the Avengers? Do that. Like that'd be mind-boggling. That's what Hugh Jackman's coming back for. See, that would be mind-boggling. Oh my goodness, that'd be mind-boggling. But yeah, I can't wait to see what else MCU has another 10 plus years. It's been a fun ride, and they're gonna stop. Like I feel like there's been more movies in the MCU than just the 23 or 24 with Black Widow. But yeah. I just really like these characters mean a lot to some people. And it's like, are you more of a DC fan or more of a fan? I'm both. I like DC and I like Marvel. But just I think Marvel just formed a backbone of my appreciation for heroes and mythology and having hero archetypes. As they've kind of informed a lot of my humor as well. And my want to do something in filmmaking and graphic design. Just as comic books in general. But what is your favorite MCU movie? Put down in the description, or in the comments, and look at my description. Actually, well, all my socials, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please go check it all out, and keep in tune for more Marvel content in the future. Stay true believers. Excelsior.